the world kind of stopped for me. I lost what essentially was my identity. I started going to church when I was maybe 13 or 14. My dad took us to a church randomly one day, and we went there, and we immediately fell in love with it, fell in love with the pastor at the time. And the youth group there, it was a smaller church, it was maybe 10 people that went there. And then I remember getting a call maybe a couple years later from my mom, randomly at work, and letting me know that our pastor passed away. He had complications in surgery. I went to college, stopped going to church, stopped following, stopped seeking. During that time, my friend in the youth group was the pastor's son. And I remember I hadn't been going to church probably a while. I was out of school, and he randomly called me up one day, and we hung out, and a month later, he passed away. And one of my last memories in that church was his funeral. And it was really tough for me to go back to church because there were so many things that were hurtful. We all know what happened in 2020. Previously, 1 month before everything shut down, I lost my job. The world kind of stopped for me. I lost what essentially was my identity. One of the things that was said is you can watch online, but it's so much more powerful in person. And so finally, when things kind of started to let up, I actually attended in person, and I was one of those ones that was scared to be around people, but I challenged myself. Then I got hit with the bomb in October. It was my sister's cancer diagnosis, and I remember just having a conversation. It was really rough with God, and why. And that was my crossroad. Either I could turn my back again, or I could stop asking why and just asking him what he wants me to do. That moment brought my family together more than I could ever really remember since my family's divorce. It led me to Fresh Start, go to small groups, they're really good. Allowed me to find a family and a bunch of just awesome people. I think the buddy system's always good. If you have somebody that leaves you makes you accountable, my buddy is Ashley. She calls me out on everything, and I call her out, and then we don't talk to each other for an hour, and then we'll text each other, say we're sorry, say you love each other, but it's from here. What I always say is I don't like talking to people, but as soon as I get to know you, I don't shut up. So if you ever need to talk to somebody in the 4-minute mingle, come find me. I won't stop talking, and they'll probably get yelled at, and then you'll have to go sit back down. So if you ever need that, yeah, I can do that. I can talk for 4 minutes or longer. I can talk for you after church. I can talk to you whenever. I can always be that buddy.